For a lot of men over 60, trying to maintain that feeling of vitality, well, it can feel like a real uphill battle. So today, we're going to dive into 3 essential vitamins that could be a total game changer. You know that feeling? Maybe you've noticed your energy isn't what it used to be, or things just don't feel as responsive as they once did. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. But what if the reason for all this isn't what you think it is?
Here's the thing. A lot of these issues aren't just an unavoidable part of getting older. The real reason is often much simpler. It can come down to a basic deficiency in a few key nutrients that fuel everything from your hormones to your circulation.
So let's kick things off with our first vitamin. You've probably heard it called the sunshine vitamin, right? But its role in your body is so much bigger than that. In fact, it acts less like a vitamin and more like a master hormone that's calling the shots for other systems. Okay, so here's the deal. There is a direct and incredibly powerful link between your vitamin D levels and your testosterone. Think of it this way. Vitamin D basically flips the on switch in the cells that produce testosterone. And since testosterone is the engine for male vitality, we're talking libido, erection strength, all of it, when your vitamin D is low, that engine just can't run at full power. Now, the good news is, getting vitamin D seems pretty simple. Just 15 minutes of sunshine or eating foods like salmon and egg yolks. But, and this is a big one, after age 50, your skin's ability to actually make vitamin D from the sun drops off a cliff. And because just taking more isn't always the right answer, the only way you'll really know where you stand is with a simple blood test. And that's exactly why this reminder is so important. Sure, a blood test gives you the numbers, but it's your doctor who understands what those numbers mean for you. They can help you figure out a dose that's both safe and actually effective, so you're not just guessing. Okay, so let's move on to our second key player. This one builds on that foundation we just talked about. It's all about protecting your body's amazing internal communication network, your nervous system. You can think of vitamin B12 as the guardian of your nerves. It's responsible for maintaining the protective coating around them, kind of like the insulation on an electrical wire. Without enough of it, those signals for sensation and physical response get fuzzy and slow, and that can lead to numbness or delayed reactions, things that, you guessed it, often get blamed on just getting older. You can find B12 in foods like liver, tuna, and dairy. But here's the catch. As we age, our stomachs produce less of the acid needed to pull B12 out of our food. So this means you could be eating all the right things and still come up short on what your body actually absorbs.
And look, this is exactly why grabbing any old bottle of B12 off the shelf just doesn't cut it. How much you need and how well you absorb it is totally unique to you. Talking to a professional is really the only way to make sure you're getting what your body truly needs.
All right, on to our third and final vitamin. And honestly, this one might be the most powerful of the bunch. Its benefits go way beyond sexual health. It supports your entire cardiovascular system. It really is the champion of blood flow. So here's the main job of vitamin E. As we get older, our blood vessels can get damaged, becoming stiff and narrow, kind of like an old garden hose. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects the lining of those vessels, helping them stay flexible and open. And that, as you can imagine, is absolutely critical for healthy circulation everywhere in the body. But it doesn't stop there. Vitamin E also steps in to help prevent bad cholesterol from oxidizing, it can reduce the risk of dangerous blood clots, and it even helps protect sperm from damage. On top of all that, it plays a role in keeping your hormones balanced. Now, you can find vitamin E in lots of healthy foods. Think nuts, seeds, olive oil, and spinach. However, and this is a really big however, you have to be extremely careful with this one. Vitamin E has a natural, mild blood thinning effect, which means you need to be cautious if you are on any kind of prescription blood thinner. Let's be crystal clear about this. If you are taking any medication for your heart or for blood thinning, talking to your doctor before you even think about a vitamin E supplement is not a suggestion. It is absolutely non-negotiable. The interaction could be genuinely dangerous. So these 3 vitamins are incredibly powerful tools, there's no doubt about it, but they are not magic bullets. For real, lasting health, you have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because these nutrients don't work in isolation. A true health roadmap is about combining everything. It's about targeted nutrition, yes, but it's also about moving your body for about 30 minutes a day and finding ways to manage your stress. These 3 things, nutrition, movement, and mindset, they all feed off each other. No single vitamin can ever do that on its own. At the end of the day, real strength after 60 isn't about trying to turn back the clock. It's about building resilience from the inside out. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Looking at this roadmap, where will you start?